Hello collective, this is Tan from Scorpio Tarot. I was about to say my other channel's name. So I want to see what messages we have for the 5th house Scorpios. This is anybody who has a Scorpio placement in the 5th house. If you watched my first video or the previous post, then you would see the explanation of what the 5th house is. So I suggest you check that out, especially if you're dealing with a love situation. So let's see what messages I can get for us 5th house Scorpios. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day whenever you are watching. So I'm going to go into the Talisman Oracle just to see what message you need to know at this time. And then we could build off the reading from there. Decide what we're going to use moving forward. So the reading starts at 1 minute. What messages the 5th house Scorpios need to know at this time? What protective talisman messages the Scorpio 5th house placements need to know at this time? Okay, this one's standing out to me. Good luck. Ooh, I like that. Wisdom. So we have good luck and wisdom showing up. I'm going to read the book to see what that is. Good luck. Good luck. Luck is with you. Luck is with you and with everything you touch. This is a positive card that indicates growth and increased potential. The currents are in your favor, and if you act upon your wishes, you will benefit greatly. It's up to you to channel this good fortune. The circles on the card form the number 8. 8 is an auspicious number and a symbol of new beginnings. Fate will take a strong hand to redirect your path in a very positive way. What you do after this shift is in your hands. So I don't know if some of you have been feeling some sort of shift, especially after the 1010 portal. I don't really know if I believe in the 1010 portal, stuff like that, but I do believe in cycles ending and having new beginnings. You know, sometimes we gain more wisdom, we become wiser, we understand things, we gain clarity, and allows us to move in a direction that that is to our benefit. And in this case, it will be beneficial. Gonna fix my little thing right there. Let me fix this. And it's funny, I was looking at this. This is a chanchito. This is from Chile, right? One of my old bosses gave this to me, and it's supposed to be a symbol for good luck and fortune and abundance. So I love that the good luck card came out for us today. Now let's read wisdom. Wisdom. The power of mind has no limits. Wisdom is not only about having all the information and knowledge, but about applying what we know to our situation so that it adds meaning and promotes the common good. This card reminds you that it's time to live life in such a way that builds the spirit. The octopus on this card is upside down and invites you to look for alternative perspectives to broaden your vision. Sometimes all it takes is to distance ourselves from the situation to see more clearly what's best for us and everyone we love. Your third eye is awakened and focused on the scene, so don't be afraid to look for a new viewpoint. I love that. And underneath that was divine guidance. I love that. Divine guidance. I'll read that one very quickly as well. It's best to watch out for a sign before moving forward. You're ready to enjoy the fruits of your hard work, but don't decide to embrace any one aspect of your life just yet. Wait for some more information, which is funny, we got the wisdom card. Wait for some more information to emerge before making that choice. This card can also mean that it's best to use your intuition to make the final call. And it did mention the third eye. You know, the third eye allows us to see things clearly, to be more perceptive to things that we can't see with our naked eye, you know. And it says, use your intuition to make the final call rather than your rational mind. Try to read the signs carefully and trust your instincts. Although it may be frustrating to wait, proceeding when the time is right will be much more rewarding. I love this. So this is making me want to use tarot, because the cards that I'm thinking about is Wheel of Fortune for the good luck, wisdom, as third eye, I would say, so we could look for the High Priestess or the Hangman card and divine guidance. So that could also be the Wheel of Fortune. It could also be, what other card? I'm thinking Wheel of Fortune, divine guidance. Let's see. Let's see. I want to use... a Rider-Waite deck. Haven't used the traditional tarot in a while. Okay, so what message does the fifth house Scorpios need to know at this time, Spirit? What message does the fifth house Scorpios need to know at this time? So it's like things will work out in your favor, or things are going to work out in your favor as long as you are looking at things from a different angle, trusting your intuition, and allowing things to unfold naturally rather than trying to create circumstances. Allowing the Wheel of Fortune to move on its own rather than trying to force which direction it turns. You know, good luck. We got the, ooh. So some of you could be having some good luck when it comes to your financial and finances. So you may be feeling abundant, like you're very self-sufficient, independent. You're very in touch with yourself, very grounded, which is very important, you know. Anything else for good luck? So this definitely has to do with financial independence. Some of you may identify as being a feminine energy. May even enjoy being out in nature, you know. Oh, we got the Six of Pentacles. So, balance, justice, fairness. So, some of you may also be at this place where you are fortunate, where you are abundant, where you are able to give to other situations. But you know, like it mentions, use your wisdom, use your intuition to guide you as you're deciding what you're going to be investing in, you know. Start a wish. Okay. I like this. And the reason why I like this too, because, you know, we could say wish fulfillment, something wish, you know, but I feel like this is more so about you healing. Healing within. Because the star, she's nude, right? But it's like she's taking whatever, like you see her, she's the water bearer, right? And she's pouring, it's like she's pouring into her emotions, but she's also pouring into the earth. So that's a groundedness. So that some of you may be feeling emotionally grounded, maybe even emotionally balanced, where you can be in situations within work, within your finances, or even within your personal life, in all aspects of your personal life, whether it's platonic friendships, romantic relationships, family, community, where you are you're like, you feel centered, you feel balanced within yourself. You feel at home. All right, so wisdom. So some of you may be considering which pathway to take now that you're at like this new place where you're feeling fortunate, abundant. Some of you may be receiving money that is going to help boost your finances in some way. Look at that. Page of Pentacles. I just said some of you may be getting money. Some of you may be wanting to start off something where you can make money, but you're deciding on which path you should take. You know, because the world is limitless. The options are limitless. So there's so many different things that you can do that will allow you to start up something like a new venture. Look, I think some of you may be at that point where you are moving away from, you're turning your back at self-sabotage, you know, because Seven of Swords is about sabotage, but it could also be an internal one that's within you where you sabotage yourself. You can have self-sabotaging thoughts, ideas, and maybe some of you are turning your back towards that, no longer engaging or entertaining or even acting on those sabotaging thoughts, and wanting to look forward towards a future where, you know, the horizon, there's like things, there's brighter things ahead, you know. But it could also be you taking back your power, you know. And in some way, it could be you taking back your power from self-sabotage. Yeah, look at that. I said taking back your power, and look, the Emperor came out. The Emperor, he's the most powerful person in the, one of the most powerful cards in tarot. And some people even say the Emperor is God. And we have divine guidance. And I'm going to be honest, the divine guidance, I thought of the Emperor, you know. But I was like, no. But it came out. I should have said, oh my gosh, look at that. The Empress is at the bottom of the deck. Yes. I feel like some of you are just learning how to center both your masculine and your feminine energies. And look at that. We have the Ankh cross right there. I think some of you are understanding the key to life, understanding how life is supposed to be, how you're supposed to engage in it, how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to play, how do you participate, you know. And in life, you have to know in which ways you have to show up. Sometimes you have to be masculine, sometimes you have to be feminine, sometimes you have to be very focused, authoritative, take necessary actions, but then also there's a time for you to step into your feminine energy where you're compassionate and you're caring and understanding, you know, but you're also creating. You're creating from within. You're using your emotions. You know, we have the Venus, the sign of Venus here. This is, you may have a Venus is Scorpio. I know I do. So, and we are doing 5th house placements. So that's very interesting. Hanged Man came out. Oh my gosh. See, and I was saying about looking at things from a different perspective, because the wisdom card says that the octopus is upside down just to gain a different perspective, you know. And then we have the Hangman here. So some of you are like just looking at things from a different perspective. You know, you're like more aware of the self-sabotage, how you get in your own way, and how you kind of not allow yourself to receive all the good stuff that you're meant to, because you get in your own way. You probably have certain ideas. Maybe you have been controlling in a way, but you've kind of released that by, you know, embracing the go with the flow energy, because the Emperor is the person that takes action. The Empress is someone who receives. She doesn't take action. She receives, you know, she attracts. So some of you may be attracting good luck once you start to learn how to balance yourself. Balance how you give your energy, how your energetic output, how you pour into yourself and how you pour into others, how you give to yourself and give to others. Because let's think of this, like let's water metaphorically. The metaphor is your water, and how you pour into yourself. Earth is external from you. You know, it's how you give to others, how you give to the planet, how you give to people, how you give to your community, you know. So it's about finding that sweet spot, that balance within yourself, you know, looking at things from a different perspective, learning how to be more discerning, when to act and when to pause, you know. And that's what the Hangman is about. It's about pause, reflection, introspection, enlightenment. And you can only gain wisdom and enlightenment through those moments of pause and moments of quiet, you know, the moments where you can sit and observe, watch. You're not acting, you're just watching, you're observing, you're gathering information that's going to help guide you with deciding which path to take. If it is a financial, because I'm getting finances, you know, of what financial path you want to take, you know. Okay, you make a decision, you start planning in what ways. And look, and Seven of Swords is not only a negative about sabotage, but scheming, but it's also planning. It's about strategy, you know. Taking all those thoughts and ideas, because swords represent thoughts and ideas. So taking all the ideas, the thoughts, taking the ones that serve you and leaving behind what doesn't, you know. Turning your back towards, like, it's funny. He's running away from 2 swords, right? And here he's holding that one wand, and he has 2 other ones behind him. So it's like those 2 ideas, and you decide, you walk away from them. You take your advice, you take your experience, you take your knowledge, you take your skills, and you leave behind those 2 things that don't really matter, that don't really serve you. and you just act on that one thing, you know, and you focus on that future plan, the future goal, the decision you made. Okay, I want to get a fortune oracle card down. Wow, look at this. Luck is at the bottom of the deck. I just took this deck out of the box. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. I love that. So let's see. What fortune message does the Scorpio collective, 5th house collective need to know? What does the Scorpio 5th house collective need to know? Scorpio 5th house collective. What message do they need to know at this time, Spirit, Angels, Guides? This card really. Wow. Okay, we got a chunk of cards. I'm gonna take it because I wanted one, but the chunk came out. Oh, okay, we have Dragonfly number 8. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So some of you may be connecting to spirit. Maybe there's some sort of reset that you're going through. I posted a video on my Artemis Oracle channel, and it was about a reset. So some of you may be going through a reset, and you're going to be seeing some things, some changes within yourself and how you want to move forward, how you want to act. We got thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in the new and positive future. So some of you may have already overcome, or you're currently facing some challenging times, but it's like we're maintaining a positive outlook and focusing on what's on the other side of the challenges, what's going to bring you it's going to allow you to move forward, kind of motivate you, because, you know, think about, I posted a short where it says, like, if you could list all the fucked up shit that you went through and you're able to list it, because right now you're here, that shows that you overcame something. So that there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of determination, a lot of grit, a lot of willpower, focus, you know, even faith that you have to have, you know, to be able to move past those difficult, challenging situations that were at one point you thought were meant to break you, or you thought you were going to break, but you just found out you were unbreakable, you know. So we have the number 27, where proposal, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. So it could be a love situation, but I'm getting more so finances than anything. I mean, we did see the Emperor and the Empress, so that's like a divine partnership, but that could be just you embodying both your masculine and feminine energies. But it could be a romantic relationship, but I'm not getting that so much. But you're getting the guidance, you're getting the confidence. You need to work on your confidence if that's something that you think you need to work on, right? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. You know, so there may be an opportunity to have a brand new start. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous, you know, with the number 12. So the numbers I see here are 12, 8, 31, 27. And we have Pisces, Aries, and the Empress is Taurus and Libra energy, and the star is Aquarius. So those signs, those could be certain seasons that you may be seeing changes. So we have Aquarius season, Aries season, and Pisces season. And then we did see Taurus. So I hope this reading was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Scorpiana Tarot. My name is Tan. I'm your 5th house Scorpio sister, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.